Why are we attracted to video games? We've established that a lot of people play games. Now it's time to ask why. Why do we enjoy video games and what aspects of them attract us? To answer this question, I sat down and thought of a few reasons I personally enjoy them. I soon found that my love for gaming has to do with one key word: escapism. Escapism is the tendency to seek distraction and relief from unpleasant realities by seeking entertainment or engaging in fantasy. Video games offer worlds filled with people, places, and experiences I could only dream of experiencing in real life. My life is currently not the most exciting. I go to school every day, do my homework, and if I'm lucky I have some free time left to hang out with friends or spend some time resting. There's also the fact that I struggle with anxiety, and this keeps me from doing a lot of the things I'd like to do. I'm not good at making new friends, and I don't experience many, exciting things because I'm afraid of stepping out of my comfort zone. In video games, none of this matters. Depending on the game, you can become an entirely different character from yourself in real life. In many games, you're able to design the way you look like. You can give your character bright colored hair, big eyes you've always wanted to have in real life, etc. Whatever you can think of. When you become bored of a look, you can just change it. Of course, you can also change your outfit and find a style that suits you. So in a way, video games can give you an option to express yourself in a way you couldn't do so easily in real life. Besides the way your character looks physically, most people also behave differently in video games than they do in real life. As I mentioned before, in real life I am not much of a hero. In video games I don't have any of this problem. Social anxiety is absent and I can interact with any character I'd like to. That's important because a lot of characters in video games are very well designed. I have played a lot of games in which there were characters that felt like genuine friends to me. That may sound a little silly or hard to imagine if you don't play them yourself, but it's true. Video games can also really get my imagination running. I personally like to play fantasy style games. There are places to explore, people to meet, and stories to be told. If there's coherence between it all, the result is that the game feels like a living, breathing world, one that you wouldn't mind spending time in, or maybe even living in. I adore how you take these worlds, people, and experiences with you, even after you have finished the game. I could totally name some of my favorite places from many different worlds if someone asked me to. I love thinking about these fictional worlds and imagining myself walking around in them. When a game has a good soundtrack, it adds even more to the atmosphere of it all. So yeah, escaping into a different world from the one we currently know is a pretty big reason for people loving video games, but it's not the only one. Let's go over some others. Video games give us a sense of accomplishment. When you complete a game or complete a challenge within a game, you feel very satisfied. This is why we want to try a hard segment over and over again until we beat it. When you finally complete it, you feel satisfied and good about yourself. This is also the reason why some gamers are completionists. A completionist is someone who attempts to complete every challenge and earn every achievement a game has to offer. Similarly, a sense of growth is often present in video games. Growth is possible on many skills. It could be upgrading your weapons, armor, or leveling up your character. It could also be something like building up a big town with more and more facilities, decoration, and activities to enjoy. In games, players often get rewarded for growing and accomplishing things. For example, there could be a tree stump lying in your path, which requires you to upgrade your axe in order to chop it down. When the tree is chopped down, the player gains access to a new location where they could find valuable resources. Real life doesn't reward you nearly as often for these little accomplishments, but it is in our nature to want to keep growing and developing. When we are done growing in a video game, most of us get bored of it and want to move on to the next one. Being able to play together is another factor that many people enjoy. Now that video games are playable online, you can play together at any time with anyone. We all have some competitivity in us, and video games can be the perfect way to challenge your friends. Some people even get serious enough to enter professional video game competitions. Audiences like watching these, just like they enjoy watching sports on television. On the opposite side, we love working together. Working in a team to do things like solving puzzles or fighting against another team is enjoyable and can strengthen our bonds. So yeah, there are a lot of reasons for people loving video games. Gaming is often viewed negatively, and I think that's kind of a shame because for many people, including myself, video games are a wonderful hobby that bring many beautiful experiences into our lives. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it.